Hello, in this video we are going to make a simulation for having two different sites. One from, in this case, DASOF, the other side will be SOM. And in the DASOF side we will have, for instance, the MAP files and the architectural that will be synchronized on daily basis or whatever. The team is working here on these two um, specialities. On the other side, we have here SOM will be in charge of the structure. So the structure will be the same treatment. We have a daily or whatever basis is synchronized here on the web. And then at some part of a time, for instance, a weekly or bi-weekly process, the file here will be saved as in the project in the hard disk of the computer, and then we will do a save as in the cloud here for sharing this part. And we cannot have this only one file. We will need to have, in this case, version 1, release 2, release 3, or whatever, because that is what is that is what it is. So if we try to make have a single file here, will be very crumbled, and it's not so easy because the files have some kind of index. So the only way, and that is a logical way, is to have different releases here. So how is this working? We have on the two sides we have a different teams assigned at this moment. We are going to see that in the teams working in their 360 cloud settings. We are going to be working as usual. That means we have the publish, we have the collaborate, and make the synchronization. No, we make the synchronizing in the in the web, and that's it. Uh, an optional part, and that is optional if we want to use the design workflow. That depends on the other part, on the other company, where we locate the file for having this part of design collaboration. That means share and consume. Okay, on this very first part, we are only sharing and that's it. We are not making all this workflow. So that's the idea, and we are going to start on the DASOF side. Um, if taking a look to the web, for instance, here on the DASOF side, we have these files that we have the architectural, we have the structural, and the structural here does not have anything. It's on the share part. Uh, that means that if we want to use the files coming from SOM, we at this moment we are going to use the shared release. So I will be the only one with all the privilege either on one side and the other. So well, uh, I know could be more uh, with more participants, but the idea is to have how the workflow will work. So at this moment, and the architectural, we have a release tree, and the release tree is this one that has been lately published. That we have two doors for Windows, and that's our giant and the incredible changes. And this is our file looking to the ground floor. And then what we are going to do is to save as and make a project file saving. So for instance, on the I will I will go here, and for instance, this file will be for the Okay, we can have we can have files here, either here, for instance. So uh, considering it's SOM, we have this file here on the architectural part, and I'm going to uh, have a new release, and I will assign it a release, for instance, 3. Okay. Once I have this release 3 on my physical disk that is on the computer, I can also make a save as a cloud model. And the reason I'm going to is a way I can switch from the from the different projects. So right now we are on the DASOft architectural part, but this file is going to be on the SOM project files, on the share part, architecture, and I have here the release, normal release, release 2, and this will be the release 3. So at this moment, what I'm making is saving that as save as on the cloud. When when this is finished, I'm going to go into the structural part and make all these having this file set. As soon as I do that on the structural part, so at this moment this is all set. I will open SOM on the project files, structural, this one that is have been on the also there's an update available. So uh, what that means that we need a publish system. So okay, at this moment I'm going to be here. We can take a look to the SOM file that has only one door. Okay, and since we want to synchronize the file that has just been released from DASoft, I can go here to the manage link. This is the release 2, and I can make it reload from and go into the website on the share part. Remember that these files are on the share part because we are not making all the workflow design on for this for 3D 360 design. So right now I make a reload from, and that's it, and that will be the most part of the process. So once this is set, uh, well, it appears here that I have the framing that comes from the other project, but it's okay. We don't need that. So it's okay. And if you want to make a cleaner part, we previously need to get rid of all the links if we don't want to get this message done. So as we can see here, these files are on we can take a look, and we have refreshed our part, and uh, have these options. Just take a look to the publish. Let me see if all these elements have been placed okay. We are going to make a synchronization on the web, and new architectural version 3 linked, just to have the information. So once this is synchronized, what we are going to do is making the publish as well. So this will be the workflow as I have said so previously. So right now we are going to the SOM test 360. We have these ones that they don't need any kind of publishing, but this one needs to be published. Site. What we have done here is we have the shared documents on the architectural that we have released 1, 2, and 3. So we have seen that already, but just take a look to them. And then here are the 3 releases. We can obviously we can take a look to them. And if we go here, we have the release number 5 that has the latest changes on this part of the synchronizing. So that's the suggested workflow without using any kind of uh, special workflow from the design center. So for instance, we have this part. So well, I need to make a new architectural part just to have all the shell of the architecture, but we can see the windows that are placed here. So one part we need this 3D part of to see all the changes, but the file is set okay, and we can go on. So on another video, we are going just to see if we want to use the workflow using the 360 design, sharing and consuming. Thanks.